I think it's really crazy that no one on here talks about how lonely we are despite having cell phones and social media.
Another Valentine's Day, another year of me wondering, will it ever be my turn?
Why are pretty women some of the loneliest people in this world? Let's talk about it.
I think by this point, we all know that I am chronically single. There are no prospects.
Many women claim there are no prospects, but never look at the man standing in front of them.
Having one of those days where I'm just so sad and lonely about the fact that I've never had a boyfriend, I haven't had my first kiss.
Are there any other single people in their 30s or 40s who think they may have single too hard?
I'm just so fucking lonely. I don't think I ever expected being in.
Actions have consequences. It is something many modern women struggle to understand. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
If you're chronically single and have never had a long-term partner, you may be looking around to all your friends and saying, like, how are they always in relationships? How do they just hop from one to another? They have lower standards, babe. Like, they have lower standards. Probably for themselves, definitely for other people.
Really pretty girls usually don't get hit on.
Wait. Really pretty girls don't get hit on. Does that mean I'm fucking ugly?
I just want to be someone's first choice. Like, I know there's always going to be prettier girls out there, and it's so accessible now with all these apps, but it's like,
I can't be the only one who finds it weird that relationships are so driven by money today, right? I'm seeing all these posts about how men are expected to pay for everything. The woman's clothes, nails, vacations. So before you come for me, I grew up in the midst of feminism, so I find this especially weird. I'm enjoying creating my own independent life. So the key thing I look for in relationships is a connection that goes beyond what money can buy you. And all the shopping sprees and everything paid for, isn't that kind of what a sugar daddy is for? It's just kind of uncomfortable because it feels like we're going backwards in society.
That's exactly what a sugar daddy is for. It's for spoiling the women and for fun in exchange. But that's the part they leave out. Many women have these crazy expectations of men paying for their everyday needs because they've been conditioned to believe that just being a woman is enough to deserve financial support. They expect men to foot the bill for rent, vacations, designer bags, and even basic necessities, all while claiming they're in a real relationship. The irony is, they don't want to call it a transactional arrangement, but their demands say otherwise. They want a provider without the commitment, a sponsor without the label. Meanwhile, men are waking up to this entitlement and refusing to play along, leaving these women frustrated when reality doesn't match their delusions. They're looking for a lifestyle upgrade at someone else's expense. The moment the money stops, so does their so-called affection. It's all fake acting until a rainy day comes.
So no hate, but I personally don't understand how people can be single or like not go on a single date in over like 2 months. Because trust, I cannot go without it for like more than 48 hours. Are y'all okay?
You need help.
These days, being alone hits different. You know, I'm in my 40s, and it's like, I'll probably be alone forever now. You know, never gonna get married.
I am so incredibly tired of dating. I hate always being the girl that's too much. Or at least feeling that way, because really, I'm not. Just managed to find all of the ones that are, seemingly emotionally unavailable or just a jerk. Now, I'm not saying they all are, but it sucks. Dating these days sucks. It's hard, and I'm tired of it. So tired. But here's to staying out there and trying again, because for some reason I haven't given up completely. So, here we go.
This is a pattern that's going to keep repeating. Many women are frustrated with being single because they keep running into these players in their 30s and 40s. By that age, we all know it's incredibly hard for women to find good men because most of them are already taken. Modern women have a pattern of trying to start their lives later on, but it doesn't work that way. Those are the women who play games earlier on, not dating with intention. They pay the price later. It's a hard truth. But life doesn't wait for anyone. The idea that a woman can party through her 20s, find herself in her 30s, and magically attract a quality husband when she's ready is a delusion. The women who put off serious relationships for too long end up realizing too late that they were never really in control of the dating market. Their youth and beauty were, and once those start to fade, so do their chances of securing the man they truly want.
The most attractive women never get approached. Let me tell you something, the more attractive you are, the less likely people are going to approach you and hit on you and ask for your number. People are going to be scared of you, truly. Think about it. Every time we see an attractive person, we just assume they have money, they have a relationship, or that they're way too good for us. People in this world believe that they are less than. There's a lot of confidence lacking amongst men specifically. So if you're ever wondering, why do your friends get approached but not you? Let me put it in perspective. Your friends may just seem to be the same level of attractiveness as the people that are hitting on them. But the number of attractive men that are on your level are so low to where those men are not going to approach you. There's a lot of men that are not attractive like you. So please, 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 let's stop. If you don't get approached, it's because you're a baddie. It's because people are afraid of you and they're afraid to get rejected because you are that girl. Simple.
Stop! Well, no surprises here. So many women love saying the reason why attractive women don't get approached is because men are afraid and lack confidence, blah, blah, blah. But that's not entirely true, not for most men at least. The reality is they've done it before, and the result wasn't good. And here's another truth. If a group of women is out and one of them never gets approached, it's not because men are intimidated. It's because those men just don't find her attractive. It's really that simple. Men are wired to go after what they want, and if they aren't making a move, it's because they aren't interested. But instead of accepting that, many women would rather push the narrative that men are scared or insecure, when in reality, men just aren't playing the game anymore. Men are so simple that it's complicated for women. They think there must be some deeper reason, some psychological barrier stopping men from approaching. But no, it's just basic logic. If the risk outweighs the reward, men won't bother.
Hi, we're in an epidemic because, tell me why all the pretty girls are so sad. What is going on with the pretty girls and getting their hearts broken? Every time I post something really sad and really depressing, all the pretty girls are liking my videos. Stop it. Stop it. You're pretty. Please stop.
Anyone want to come down to Florida with me? Pretend like you're my boyfriend? Just make nice around my family?
No, I don't blame men for not wanting to go up to women, because as a woman, it is equally as terrifying. There is no more humbling experience on this earth than complimenting a pretty girl. Because, let me tell you, I'm trying to make friends right now, and the easiest way to do that is to compliment them. And they're always genuine. But when I tell you guys today, I was walking by a girl on the sidewalk and I looked at her because she was gorgeous. And I was like, I just said, girl, you are so pretty. And she literally gave me the most disgusted look of my life. And I never know if it's like they think I'm ugly or they think I look disgusting. And I'm like, I'm so sorry that like I interfered in your existence. But like I would equally be as terrified to speak to women if I was a man, because that is terrifying. Like the look of disgust from a female, I think is like one of the most terrifying experiences to experience. She just looked at me and was like, she did not say anything. She literally just looked at me and had no earbuds in or anything. And I was like, that was my sign that I don't need to make friends that way or just never compliment them in that way again. I don't know what to do. I tried. However, men, you also need to grow a pair and just talk to the lady, okay? In the least creepy way possible.
Main reason why I don't even make eye contact anymore. Welcome to the club. It's actually insane. They look at you like if you were a cockroach. Even good-looking guys get that look. One can never know for sure that a girl wants you to come up to her. A woman can truly understand this if she walks in a man's shoes, and it looks like this woman has. This is exactly what men go through. A simple compliment, a genuine attempt to start a conversation, and instead of a polite response, you get looked down on like you're beneath them. For years, men have dealt with this kind of treatment. They approach with good intentions, only to be met with rolled eyes, cold stares, or even public humiliation. And the worst part, women don't just reject. They make a spectacle out of it. They'll laugh with their friends, post it online, or use it as an ego boost to tell themselves, "Look at all these guys trying to get me." But my favorite part is when the attention stops. When men no longer bother, suddenly it's, "Where did all the real men go?" It always amazes me when they say that, as if they weren't the ones who rejected them.
Okay, I know it's really hard and it's a bit crap when you're trying to find your people and you're like, where are they? Where are they? What we're not going to do is stay in that victim mentality.
Why are pretty women some of the loneliest people in this world? Let's talk about it. Women are some of the loneliest people in this world because when people meet you, they automatically start creating assumptions and dreams and fantasies that you have to fulfill based on your looks. They put you on a pedestal that you didn't ask to be there. And sometimes you attract people that just want to get to know you so they can find a flaw, because there's no way that you are beautiful, kind, and intelligent. Women are some of the loneliest people in this world because you can't even complain about the problems that you experience because now they're calling you vain. One of the loneliest people in this world because sometimes isolation is protection. It's dangerous out there.
So I'm just wondering, like, where are the men that are not afraid to be loved properly by a woman? Like, where are the men that aren't still hung up on their ex or the last person that hurt them and they so damaged that I have to pay for what they did? Like, where are the men that know how to properly love a woman and that are not afraid to enter into the best relationship that they've ever had? Like, do they not exist anymore? Are they just not single anymore? Are they just not any in Baltimore or Maryland? Because I can't do a long distance relationship. So the only option is to just be like, yo, just everybody leave me alone. Like, there's gotta be a few left. Like, I can't be the only one out here over 40 that is emotionally stable enough to be able to say, forget everything in my past. I can love you exactly the way that you deserve to be loved. But it's gotta be reciprocated. Everybody knows that. Like, I'm confused. I just feel like at this point I'm playing Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo, y'all?
I agree that no man nor woman should be paying for past relationships when dealing with a new partner. It's really unfortunate that so many women keep asking for those type of men when most of them have already thrown in the towel. If a man has been drained emotionally, financially, and mentally by a past relationship, he's not going to have the same energy to give to the next woman who comes along expecting the world from him. But at the same time, there are plenty of men out there in the world who aren't afraid to be loved and are emotionally ready. The thing is, some women may have this confusion that they're looking for a good man, but in reality, they're looking for a very specific type of man. They say they can't find good men, but what they really mean is they can't find a high-status man who checks every box on their list. Meanwhile, the so-called regular men, men who are hardworking, loyal, and stable, are right in front of them, but they don't even consider them.
Guys, I think it's official. I think I'm totally done with dating. I hate these apps. The apps are trash. I don't even know if it's the app's problem. It's like every man I have a conversation with does not seem to understand that, like, I ask you a question, you answer the question, but you also ask a question back. That's how conversations work. And I've only been dating men, so I don't know if this is an issue when you're dating women also, but dating men, I don't like it. I don't like it. I am on this app and this guy is like, we're chatting for a bit and he's like, what's your nationality? So I'm like, okay, it's like, I'm like British, Scottish descent. And he responds with one word back and I didn't know the word. I thought maybe it was another language. It was Dothraki.
Ultimately, there really is no reward for being this like low maintenance chill girl. Guys love to pretend that they like this, that they want this. But as soon as you guys are over, he's gonna go and find a girl who's not afraid to be high maintenance. And he's gonna accommodate that because he wants her. Like often in relationships, we're acting low maintenance because we want to make it easier to be with us so that they don't leave because we're asking for too much or whatever. But if they want to leave, they're going to leave anyways. And if they want to stay, there's not much that you can do that's going to make them not want to stay. They'll just find a way to make it work. So when there's things that we want and we're not asking for it because we're trying to pretend that we don't need it, the only person suffering is us. If you were in a relationship where you didn't want to ask for flowers, well, he's going to go and date somebody after you that really wants flowers and makes it clear, and she's going to get them. He's going to do it for her because you set the standard for yourself, what you accept and don't accept. And this forces people to step up. So yes, being the chill girl, being the low maintenance girl is not going to serve you if you're compromising things that you want and need in a relationship. Because more often than not, people are willing to accommodate. You just have to be brave enough to ask for it.
The real question is, why do some women expect a reward from their man just for being in a relationship with him? Relationships are supposed to be built on mutual effort, but some women act as if simply being with them entitles them to special treatment, gifts, and financial support. They don't see themselves as a partner. They see themselves as a prize that a man has to keep paying for. I've never heard any guy say he's attracted to a high-maintenance woman. Most men aren't looking for someone who's demanding, entitled, and constantly needing to be impressed just to stick around. What men actually want is simple. A woman who brings peace, not stress. A woman who doesn't create unnecessary problems or play mind games. And if she happens to be low maintenance, that's the one he's going for. Men value women who make life easier, not harder. I really wonder where they get their info from. It just proves how little they know about men.
There are so many videos on TikTok right now about pretty privilege and how being beautiful gets you ahead in society. And I just want to say that all of those videos are such crap. Yes, being beautiful is very useful in society. Duh. We've known that since we were babies. But the so-called benefits of pretty privilege are just so vastly overstated on this app. With fillers and Botox and filters and Facetune even becoming increasingly accessible to more and more people, beauty is going to become more accessible online and in person. With beauty becoming more obtainable to the everyday person, the value of beauty and physical attractiveness will decrease.
I agree.
Can we make 2025 the year that we stop asking women, why are you single? Because if I was to ask you, why are you in a relationship or why are you married? I don't think that many of you know the answer. I'm single because I'm not settling, but how many married people or people in relationships are doing exactly that?
I actually agree. We should stop asking women why they're single, but only after they stop asking themselves first, because even they are still trying to figure it out. They sit there questioning, why am I still single? Am I not good enough? What women don't understand is that at some point in their lives, they will have to settle. The idea that they'll find a man who checks every box is a fantasy. No man is going to be perfect, and the longer they wait, the fewer options they have. But modern women have been sold the dream that they deserve the best of the best, without ever considering whether they qualify for the type of man they want. Women who believe they'll never settle end up doing two things at a certain age. Either they're alone and lonely, or they're coping with their reality by telling other women how amazing the single life is. Oh wait, that was 4, because the third group is the ones who suddenly start lowering their standards out of desperation, realizing too late that the men they once rejected are now rejecting them.